Life's storms often test the strength of our minds more than our bodies. We strive, we fight, and yet stability sometimes feels elusive. The truth is that our daily habits, those small, repeated choices, can either fortify us or quietly weaken us. Stoic philosophy reminds us that resilience is not born from chance, but from conscious practice. In this journey, we will uncover 10 habits that may be eroding your mental strength. Each reflection is not just a warning, but an invitation to transform weakness into power. Let us awaken resilience, embrace wisdom, and build an indomitable spirit prepared to conquer adversity. Let's begin. 1. Not expressing yourself. Failing to express emotions and thoughts is one of the most subtle yet destructive habits. When feelings remain unspoken, they accumulate like shadows, creating isolation and inner turmoil. Stoicism teaches that while we cannot control external circumstances, we can choose how to respond. Authentic expression is a powerful response. By opening up, we release burdens and invite deeper connections. Consider Michael, an IT worker who once hid his ideas out of fear. When he finally spoke up in a crucial meeting, his proposal was praised and his confidence soared. This act transformed not only his career but his relationships. Expression is not weakness, it is liberation. Sharing authentically builds bridges of trust and understanding. Silence may feel safe, but it imprisons growth. Speaking with clarity and empathy strengthens both self-awareness and community. True resilience begins when we dare to voice our inner world, turning vulnerability into strength and connection. 2. Not making time for personal relationships. Relationships are living bonds that require care. Neglecting them leads to loneliness and emotional depletion. Stoicism emphasizes self-sufficiency, but it also values the wisdom gained through others. Seneca advised choosing companions whose actions inspire more than their words. This highlights the importance of nurturing ties that elevate us. When we invest time in listening, sharing, and supporting, we cultivate resilience. The Bible echoes this truth. Love is not only spoken but lived through presence and effort. A busy life often tempts us to overlook those closest to us, yet genuine connection is a source of strength in adversity. By practicing kindness and showing up for others, we enrich both their lives and our own. Relationships are not distractions from growth. They are catalysts for it. To neglect them is to weaken the spirit. To nurture them is to find joy, peace, and enduring resilience. 3. Having a negative mindset. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Our life is what our thoughts make it. A negative mindset distorts reality, turning challenges into insurmountable barriers. When negativity dominates, opportunities appear as dead ends, and hope fades. This habit corrodes the spirit, trapping us in stagnation. Yet perspective is a choice. Consider a friend who does not reply to your message. Negativity whispers rejection, while positivity suggests they may simply be busy. This shift reduces stress and opens space for compassion. Transforming negativity into optimism is not denial. It is empowerment. Stoicism urges us to use every event as practice for wisdom and perseverance. By reframing thoughts, we reclaim control over our inner world. Positivity spreads outward, inspiring others and creating a community of resilience. The journey from negative to positive thinking is a path toward freedom, happiness, and sustainable growth. Our world changes when we change how we choose to see it. 4. Dwelling on the past. Clinging to the past traps us in regret and prevents growth. Stoicism teaches that the present is the only place where change is possible. Marcus Aurelius reminded us to look at empires that rose and fell, recognizing that the past is a mirror, not a prison. Dwelling on mistakes blinds us to opportunities in the present. Breaking free begins with awareness. When thoughts drift backward, ask what you are missing now. Redirecting attention to the present restores agency. Faith traditions also emphasize patience and hope, reminding us that the past does not dictate the future. Acceptance and mindfulness allow us to honor lessons without being chained to them. Dwelling weakens the spirit. Living in the present strengthens it. By releasing yesterday's burdens, we open ourselves to tomorrow's possibilities. True resilience lies not in rewriting the past, but in shaping the present with courage and clarity. 5. Complaining about things outside your control. Complaining about what cannot be changed wastes energy and erodes strength. Epictetus advised focusing only on what lies within our control, our actions and responses. Complaints about fate, others, or circumstances drain us without offering solutions. Life is unpredictable, but resilience is built in how we respond. The Bible echoes this wisdom. Do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will take care of itself. Complaining is resistance without progress. Acceptance, however, is liberation. By letting go of grievances, we conserve energy for meaningful action. Complaints weaken relationships and foster bitterness, while acceptance fosters peace and clarity. Stoicism teaches that freedom comes from aligning with reality, not fighting against it. When we abandon unnecessary complaints, we strengthen our spirit and inspire others. Complaining is easy. Acceptance requires courage. Yet it is through acceptance that we discover calm, confidence, and the power to endure life's storms. 6. Worrying about what others say and do. Constantly worrying about others' opinions robs us of freedom. The desire to please everyone leads to exhaustion and loss of authenticity. Stoicism urges us to distinguish between what matters to us and what is imposed by others. True strength lies in living by values, not external approval. When we shift focus from others' judgments to self-improvement, we reclaim autonomy. Worrying about perceptions is a heavy burden that offers no benefit. By letting go, we find confidence and peace. Freedom is not found in conformity, but in authenticity. Stoic resilience grows when we act with integrity, regardless of external voices. The opinions of others are fleeting. Our character endures. To worry less is to live more. By releasing the need for approval, we strengthen our spirit and embrace the freedom to be ourselves. This liberation is the foundation of resilience and genuine happiness. 7. Blaming others for your problems. Blame is a barrier to growth. When we shift responsibility onto others, we surrender our power to change. Epictetus taught that it is not events but our reactions that matter. Blaming colleagues, circumstances, or fate prevents us from learning and adapting. Responsibility, however, empowers. By owning our choices, we gain control over our future. The Bible reinforces this with the call to forgive, freeing ourselves from resentment. Blame corrodes relationships and fosters bitterness, while responsibility builds wisdom and resilience. Consider a workplace conflict. Blaming others stalls progress, but taking responsibility opens paths to solutions. Stoicism reminds us that strength lies in accountability. By abandoning blame, we transform obstacles into lessons. Resilience grows when we accept responsibility for shaping our lives. Blame is weakness. Responsibility is power. Choosing responsibility is choosing growth, freedom, and the courage to face life with clarity and strength. 8. Trying to control everything. The urge to control every detail leads to frustration and exhaustion. Stoicism teaches that peace comes from recognizing limits. Not everything is within our power, and forcing control creates tension. Over-control weakens the spirit, making us feel as though we are fighting the world. Letting go is not neglect. It is wisdom. By focusing on what we can influence and accepting what we cannot, we find freedom. Trusting life's flow reduces anxiety and opens space for joy. Mindfulness helps us recognize what truly matters, allowing us to release unnecessary control. True strength lies in acceptance, not domination. When we stop demanding perfection, we discover tranquility. Relationships flourish when freed from control, and life becomes lighter. Stoicism reminds us that freedom is born from surrendering illusions of control. By embracing acceptance, we gain resilience, peace, and the ability to live fully in the present moment. 9. Fantasizing instead of visualizing. Dreaming without action is a trap. Fantasies create illusions that rarely materialize, leading to disappointment. Stoicism distinguishes between idle imagination and purposeful visualization. Visualization prepares us for reality by anticipating challenges and planning solutions. A business person who dreams of success without strategy will fail, but one who visualizes risks and prepares steps increases their chances of achievement. Fantasizing weakens resilience by detaching us from reality. Visualization strengthens it by aligning thought with action. Mindfulness helps us recognize when imagination drifts into fantasy, guiding us back to purposeful planning. Stoicism teaches that resilience grows through preparativo, not wishful thinking. Fantasies are fragile, visualizations are empowering. By shifting from dreaming to planning, we transform hope into progress. Resilience is not built on illusions, but on disciplined vision. Visualization equips us to face reality with clarity, courage, and the strength to achieve meaningful goals. 10. Letting your emotions rule. Emotions are natural guides, but when they dominate our decisions, they often lead us astray. Anger, fear, or sadness can cloud judgment, pushing us toward impulsive choices that bring regret. Stoicism does not demand suppression of feelings. Instead, it teaches us to pause, reflect, and allow reason to lead. This pause is the space where wisdom resides. By asking, "What is this emotion trying to tell me?" we gain clarity without surrendering control. Practices such as meditation or prayer create moments of calm, aligning our responses with our deepest values. Acting on impulse enslaves us to passion, but responding with reflection liberates us. Emotional mastery is balance, acknowledging feelings, understanding their message, and choosing deliberate action. When emotions serve wisdom, they enrich life. When they rule unchecked, they weaken resilience. True strength lies in transforming emotions into allies rather than tyrants. By cultivating awareness, we discover peace, resilience, and the freedom to live with clarity, courage, and purpose. Conclusion. Mental strength is not a gift. It's a choice shaped by the habits we cultivate each day. The 10 reflections we explored reveal how subtle behaviors can quietly weaken resilience. Yet they also show the path to transformation. By expressing ourselves, nurturing relationships, embracing positivity, and practicing acceptance, we move closer to the Stoic spirit of clarity and courage. True stability arises when we stop resisting life and start aligning with wisdom. Let us commit to change, turning weakness into strength, and building a resilient mind prepared to conquer adversity with purpose.